Houston's advantage in durability of its starters will, apparently, be a factor tonight, with Gerrit Cole cruising and Luis Severino's day nearing its end. In the top half of the fourth, Severino allowed just one hit that wasn't his fault, recording a second consecutive scoreless inning. He struck out Carlos Correa and got Josh Reddick to pop out to short, but Brett Gardner lost track of a fly ball off the bat of Martin Maldonado, letting it fall to the warning track for a double. Severino then struck out George Springer to end the inning. Severino has been at his best over the last 2 innings, and has 6 strikeouts so far, but he's up to a season-high 90 pitches. With Chad Green warming up, the rest of this game will almost certainly be handled by the Yankees bullpen. Cole, on the other hand, got quick outs from Didi Gregorius, pop out to catcher, and Gary Sanchez, strikeout on a checked swing, before walking Joe Urshela and Aaron Hicks, with a stretch in which 8 of 9 pitches were balls. Cole escaped when DJ LeMahieu hit a long fly ball to center for the 3rd out. How can an inning be more perfect than perfect? Luis Severino showed how by retiring the side in order in the top of the 3rd, using just 6 pitches for 3 outs. He dispatched 3 terrific hitters in Alex Bregman, Yuli Gurriel, and Jotham Alvarez. Gerrit Cole responded by using 14 pitches to get through Brett Gardner, Edwin Encarnacion, and Gleyber Torres in the bottom half of the inning. This matchup of aces is suddenly looking like one. Josh Reddick did not start games 1 or 2 for Houston, but manager A.J. Hinch liked the matchup of his left-handed outfielder against Luis Severino. The hunch proved wise as Reddick jumped on a 1-2 slider and launched it 410 feet to right for a 2-0 lead. Severino struck out Martin Maldonado and George Springer, and appeared to be out of the inning when he induced a soft comebacker from Jose Altuve. But Severino awkwardly tried to backhand the ball with his glove, letting it squirt away from him, and Altuve reached via error. As a result, Severino was forced to throw 6 more pitches to get out of the inning, on a strikeout by Michael Brantley, and is up to 62 through 2 innings. He has not been allowed to throw more than 83 since last season. Gerrit Cole got 2 quick outs before getting into a bit of a battle against Aaron Hicks, who fouled off 5 pitches in a 10-pitch walk. DJ LeMahieu singled up the middle, putting Cole in trouble for a second consecutive inning, but he struck out Aaron Judge, Cole's first strikeout of the game, to escape the jam. Both teams loaded the bases in the first inning, but a combined 6 runners were stranded, as Houston got off to a 1-0 lead on Jose Altuve's solo homer. Luis Severino needed just 2 pitches to retire George Springer on a grounder to third, but then he hung an 88-mile-per-hour slider to Altuve, which Houston's second baseman launched 420 feet to center, giving the Astros a 1-0 lead. After the homer, things slowed down considerably. Severino walked Michael Brantley on 8 pitches, and needed 11 to strike out Alex Bregman in a foul ball-filled at-bat. Yuli Gurriel got an infield single on a ball that Didi Gregorius took a long time to corral at shortstop, and Jotham Alvarez walked to load the bases for Carlos Correa. While Severino got out of the inning when Correa popped out to second, the Yankees ace needed 36 pitches to get 3 outs. Considering Severino's lack of durability since returning from injury, that could prove to be a huge issue. The Yankees got a pair of unusual hits to start the bottom half of the inning. DJ LeMahieu led off with a sharp grounder that ricocheted off second base, and Aaron Judge beat the shift with a grounder to where a second baseman would normally have been. Gerrit Cole got the first out on a fly ball to center from Brett Gardner, and the second with an infield fly from the ice-cold Edwin Encarnacion, but he walked Gleyber Torres on 4 pitches to load the bases for Didi Gregorius. Cole escaped the jam when Gregorius grounded out to second to end the inning. The Yankees are shaking things up slightly, with Aaron Hicks, who had been injured, starting for the first time since August 3. The Astros, meanwhile, have flipped Jose Altuve to the number 2 spot and moved Michael Brantley to number 3. Gerrit Cole's preferred catcher, Martin Maldonado, will start in place of Robinson Chirinos. 1 DJ LeMahieu, 1B. 2 Aaron Judge, RF. 3 Brett Gardner, LF. 4 Edwin Encarnacion, DH. 5 Gleyber Torres, 2B. 6 Didi Gregorius, SS. 7 Gary Sanchez, C. 8 Joe Urshela, 3B. 9 Aaron Hicks, CF. 1 George Springer, CF. 2 Jose Altuve, 2B. 3 Michael Brantley, LF. 4 Alex Bregman, 3B. 5 Yuli Gurriel, 1B. 6 Jotan Alvarez, DH. 7 Carlos Correa, SS. 8 Josh Reddick, RF. 9 Martin Maldonado, C. After a memorable American League Championship Series between the Yankees and Astros in 2017, it was clear that both teams would continue to compete in an arms race for control of baseball's junior circuit. The Yankees traded for Miami's Giancarlo Stanton, at that point the reigning NL Most Valuable Player, while Houston sent 4 prospects to the Pittsburgh Pirates for Jarrett Cole, a starting pitcher who over the previous 2 seasons had gone 19-22 with a 4.12 ERA in 319 innings of work. It may have seemed like the Yankees had positioned themselves to dominate, but since those deals, Stanton has been riddled with injuries, producing a total of 4.4 wins above replacement, while Cole, with help from Houston's spin rate factory of analytics and coaching, has produced 8.4 WAR for the Astros. Making matters worse, Cole's role, durable starting pitcher, is the most glaring area of need for the Yankees in their quest to win the team's 28th World Series title. He has topped 200 innings in each of the last 3 seasons, and in both of his starts in Houston's Division Series win over Tampa Bay, he pitched into the 8th inning and earned the win. In fact, Houston has not lost a game with Cole starting since July 12, and Cole has not personally picked up a loss since May 22, a span of 24 starts. With the series tied at 1 game apiece, the Yankees will host the Astros for Game 3, and they will have their best starter Luis Severino going against Cole. On his best days, Severino can match Cole's talent, but the Yankees' ace barely pitched this season because of injuries and has not lasted longer than 5 innings since September 19 of last season. In 7 career postseason starts, he has only made it out of the 5th inning once. By comparison, Cole has gone into the 6th inning or beyond in 23 of his last 24 starts, with the lone exception being Houston's last game of the regular season, when he pitched 5 easy innings to secure his 20th victory and then was pulled so he could rest up for the playoffs, having thrown just 92 pitches. George Springer broke out of his postseason funk at least temporarily with his solo homer off Adam Ottavino in the 5th inning of Game 2. The focus on slumping Astros now turns to Jotan Alvarez, the team's phenom of a designated hitter, who hit 27 homers in just 87 games during the regular season but is 0 for 7 against the Yankees and batting .231 overall in the postseason without no home runs. Alvarez did not get a chance to face Severino during the regular season, but he did hit home runs off J.A. Happ, a starter currently serving as a reliever, and Tommy Connell. The Yankees have their own slumping slugger in Edwin Encarnacion. The veteran DH is 0 for 8 against Houston with 6 strikeouts after hitting 34 homers during the regular season, 21 for Seattle, 13 for the Yankees. He is 4 for 21 overall in the postseason, and considering all of his value comes from his bat, that's a problem. Similarly, Brett Gardner, who had a career year offensively, is struggling against Houston's pitching, going 2 for 9 with a pair of singles. In an amusing quirk, however, Gardner's single in the top of the 6th inning of Game 2, which served as the front half of a play in which Carlos Correa's crucial throw home nailed DJ LeMahieu, saving a vital run, was the Yankees' last hit until Gardner singled again in the 11th. The forecast for Game 3 is ideal, with temperatures currently in the mid-60s for first pitch and expected to drift downward to around 60 by 7 p.m., according to AccuWeather. The teams will want to enjoy that as Wednesday's forecast for Game 4 calls for heavy rain and temperatures in the high 50s. If the game is postponed, it would be rescheduled for Thursday. That would give the Yankees' overworked bullpen some extra rest, but it would also allow Houston to give more than expected rest to its big three starters, Justin Verlander, Zach Greinke, and Cole.